Hello and welcome to Tuandor Gaming, but it's me. Today we will be doing a showcase for the new 1.17 Snapshot that Mojang released a few days ago. So I'm just going to go all the block and item one by one until we get to the last one. So up first we have lava cauldron. So now you're able to put lava into cauldron when you used to only be able to put water into cauldron. So that could be fun for building, and a trash bin even. So for the second section, I have 3 items, that's why they're in item frames, and the first thing they added was a spyglass. And it's like the Optifine Zoom, but it's like a telescope. So that's pretty cool. And then the second thing is a bundle. It's called a bundle, and basically, at the moment I'm not able to put things in, but by the Minecraft Live, you're actually able to put 64 items into this, that are all different kinds. So you could have 32 jungle log as well as 32 gravel in there for that. So pretty cool feature, got your inventory out. Then the next item that I put here is a amethyst shard, which is a little amethyst thing that grows in the amethyst geode cave biome that got added as well, which is very rare. So you can find these, and at the moment there's no use for them except for making a block of amethyst. So all the items are done there. So here we have another new block, and it's called calcite, which is found on the outskirts of the amethyst geode biome. So new block, some new textures. It's gonna look like diorite, so that could be used in some cool builds and make diorite better. And so for the next one, we have another new block that is surrounded in the amethyst geode called tuff, which so as I said, it's also around there. It's sort of more like a tough stone, that's why it's called tuff. And yeah, that could be also used for pretty good building. So the next thing is this glass, and it's slightly different. It has a different pattern with instead of the regular glass, which has like 2 little spaces in the corner, and it has a purple eye outline. But as you can see, the back of it is actually very dark, and that's because this new type of glass, it actually doesn't let any light through. So if you encage yourself in this, no light would go into your cage. So that could be used for some things if you want, for mob farms, to make it dark and not have it light go through the glass. And it can also be used for some good building. The next thing that was added was copper, which is found underground. At the moment, I don't think it's too rare. I think it's around reg iron maybe, but new ore. They haven't added. They only just added another ore in the last update, which is netherite. So they add another ore, and this ore is used to make the spyglass telescope thing that I mentioned earlier, and some other things that I'll talk about later. And this one is a block of amethyst, which you use by doing the amethyst shard I showed earlier. They look pretty cool, but they make this really cool sound here when you break them and place them, which could be really good for maybe making a song or something. But yeah, pretty good. Next thing is, it looked like the same block with this stuff on it. It's actually a different block called budding amethyst, which is like, it looked exactly like the block of amethyst, but the two things that are different about it is that the amethyst buds spawn on it, and then the buds grow bigger as time goes on, so they grow on it. And the other thing is the texture, the white part are a little bit more circular. So yeah, pretty good as well, can grow those amethyst shards. Now this is using the copper from before that I showed you with the ore, you can make that into blocks. Now what you're seeing here is then different variations of it, because when thunder strikes, when it's raining, it actually tints the copper block, and as it rains, the more rain goes on it, the more weathered it gets as it goes along, and then the final stage will end up with this block. Now these blocks look pretty cool. These two blocks look kind of medieval, and these ones are like key temple block. So these tinted ones, especially the in the middle one, could be used for some very cool things. And now the next thing is the same as the before with the copper block, but they're actually cut into they're like brick. So they're just all the same, they're the exact same color, they're just like a brick pattern on them. This one is the exact same again, and it's the brick pattern one, but it's just there, and yeah, you can see that it's the same with the tint, all the same coloring and stuff. So the last two things I have here. Now here, they added candles. So they added a bunch of different colors. This one is the normal type, right there. And there's actually some cool things, like you can see, they're like sea pickle or egg or turtle egg, where you can stack them in a little section, and a candle. But a cool thing is you can use a flint and steel to actually light them, and you can, and it only takes one to light all three in a stack, or two. And then if you have an empty fist and right click them, it burns out. So that could be used for like tables, it can be used for a bunch of things, chandeliers, and a bunch of cool stuff there. So yeah, a bunch of cool candles. Now the last thing is called a lightning rod. Now, as you can see here, you can actually connect them from either side. So you can make like this star shape, or like this little stick thing and a little grabbing thing in the middle. So yeah. And I haven't gotten this thing to actually absorb a lightning before, but I'm sure that's a thing. It might be in the snapshot, or it might be something that's happening later. But yeah, cool blocks could be very useful. And like before with the copper, you actually make the blocks with copper ingots as well, and some other stuff that I don't know about yet. So yeah, that is all of the new blocks and items covered in the new 1.17 snapshot, the first snapshot, and hopefully in summer 2021 around they announced that the full update would be launching. So hopefully we'll see the full update around that time and more snapshots to come. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.